What's going on, everyone? Alex Da Silva, Happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well and welcome to your daily dose of happiness. I hope you're having an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Today, I want to talk to you about how to achieve a yes, I can mindset. But Alex, that's so easy to do it. Actually, you're right. It is. It's so easy to do. The hardest thing to do is to stay consistent. So I want you to watch this video all the way through so you understand all of the things I'm going to show you and teach you so you can create, manifest all your dreams, all your desires, all of the things that you want in life. Doesn't matter where it comes from, because if you believe that you can, then yes you can. You can create it. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, is understanding that you can. Yes, I can. Can I do this video today? Yes, I can. Can I speak openly? Yes, I can. Can I be vulnerable? Yes, I can. The more and more it's about repetition. So I talk about in previous videos, I made a video about how to manifest your dreams. So if you go and look at that video and take notes, there were bullet points that I showed you exactly what you need to do in order to help manifest your dreams. So if you've done that, you've made your notes, you've written things down and you've followed each one of the steps, now you have to live it. You have to live that life, because the world, if you ask the world for something, the world is going to give it to you, and it doesn't matter what it is. So be careful what you wish for. Be very careful what you wish for. So how to achieve a yes, I can mindset. This takes practice because our brains have been designed to protect us. So in the current times that we're going through at the moment, they are tough times. Everything is very limited. Everything is very, we're being, I guess, held, for safety reasons. And, the things that we are usually allowed to do, or where we are allowed to go and to mix and to create, has been limited. But has it? Has it been limited? I want you to think about that. Just because we're in current situations doesn't mean that the world stops. No, it's still raining out there. The clock is still ticking and time keeps moving. So this is the mindset that needs to change. Number one thing is change the perception that things are impossible. Number one thing, change the mindset that things are impossible. Everything is possible. Everything that you are doing, you are creating and manifesting. Everything that you are speaking, you are creating and manifesting. So if you are creating negativity, if you are creating stress, depression, anxiety, if you are creating suffering, the life that you're living in, if it's not where you want to be, if it's not where you should be, well, that's on you. And I'm going to be honest with you, that is on you. And I had to learn that. So be very mindful when you listen to the things that I say. This is not a blame game. This is not pushing. I am here to help you. But one of the things you have to learn is to take responsibility and accountability for yourself. That's number two. Take responsibility and accountability for who you are. Because if you do that and then you get honest with yourself and you realize, actually, that's right. It's true. The things are not happening for me because I'm not doing it for myself. I used to think I didn't have the money. I used to think I didn't have the budget. I used to think I didn't have the passion. I used to think I wasn't, a good enough dad, a good enough boyfriend, a good enough friend. And I kept being those individuals. I kept repeating those things because I kept repeating it. World kept giving it to me and saying, all right, well, if that's what you want to experience, then that's what we're going to give you. So what I started to do is every single day, number three, is I change my mindset. You want things to change in your life, this has to change. Because for some bizarre reason, we operate from here. Instead of our energy systems, which is the heart center and our gut. The gut feeling? Or when your heart tells you that you shouldn't do something, and when you do it, because you listen to your brain and all of a sudden you think, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that. Well, too late. You wished it and you did it. And that's what happened. So number four, it's not just about changing what's up here, it's changing the words that you speak, changing the way that you speak. If you speak from the heart, if you speak from your energy system, from your gut, everything starts to change because you speak from a place of love, kindness, compassion, tolerance. Number one, for yourself. And then you start to materialize the things that you want to become and who you want to be. The hardest thing to do is to connect with your heart and your gut and then have to then change what your brain's telling you to do. So this is hard. This is the hardest part because our brains have been designed to protect us. We have been told how we should and shouldn't behave, what we should or shouldn't say, how we should live our lives on a daily basis, where we can and can't go, who we can and can't see. So all of a sudden our brain's going, well, you can't do this, and all of a sudden you're left with this tiny, tiny little window. Why? Because you believe that you can, because you believe that this is how it's going to be. You believe that, so welcome to the truth. Welcome to your current truth. My current truth isn't that because I live my life. I stand in my street, I stand in my lane, and I do whatever I need to do in order to fulfill my dreams, my desires, my needs, my wants, to be a better father, better husband, better friend, better business person, to help more people. But it comes with honesty. It comes with honesty, and sometimes honesty is very painful because we're living in a world of illusion. We're living in this world where we have forgotten who we are. So in order for you to understand that yes, I can, everything has to change, including these behaviors. You have to tell yourself that you can. You have to show yourself that you can. So it's not just manifesting the dream where I took you through the 7 steps. You write things down, you speak it, you start to project it, you leave it, you accept it, and you go through the process. Great. And then you just sit there and you just wait. Well, nothing's happening to me. I'm in lockdown, nothing's changed, I'm stuck in my house. How am I meant to manifest these things? How am I meant to manifest these things? Put the actions into place, write things down even further. Go back until now. How do I create now? What can I do today? So if I want to create a business, write a business plan. Start to write down roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect. The first time we didn't write a business plan until we were probably in our 2nd or 3rd year. But we just knew what we wanted to do. It was so clear because we believed that we could. I believe it more than anything. I know where my vision is. I know where I'm going to go. I know how many people I'm going to help. So there is no denying that. Why? Because I have said to myself and I believe myself every single day that I can. Yes, I can. So what? I'm stuck here. Who cares? So what? We can't go anywhere. So what? We can't see family. So what? So what? That's just the truth. So what? But what needs to happen is this is temporary. So understand that these obstacles are temporary. The obstacles that we are faced with are challenges to help us to get to where we want to be. The challenges that we're faced with are to help us to get to where we want to be. You are never going to get to your dream just like that if you are not ready. I wasn't ready. I still get challenges. I still get pushed and pulled and oh my God, things that I've had to go through mentally, physically, spiritually in order to prepare me every single day to live, to be this person every single day. So it doesn't stop for me either. So I practice what I preach, and I'm not sharing this with you because, I've tried it once. I do this every day. So if you want to change your mindset, you want to become that person, you have to believe who you are. You have to teach this brain here that yes, you can. When your brain's telling you, when your fear's kicking in, or your ego, or your low self-esteem, or you're listening to other people and they're telling you because they can't see your dream that you can't do it, well, that's on you. If you take action because of them, then that's on you. Now, if you take a step back and you say to yourself, show me what my dream is, show me what I need to be, those steps are going to be painful. Those steps might be uncomfortable. You're going to have to let go of a lot of things. Whatever your journey is, you're going to have to learn to let go. And some of these things are going to be painful. The realization is painful. Because if you want to achieve, if you want to get to that point, you're going to have to let go of the old self, of the old behaviors, of the old thinking, of the old conditioning. You're going to have to let go of that stuff. And I don't mean, let me explain what let go means, is accept that these things are who you are and you don't have to be that anymore. So for me, for example, I use fear. Fear is a huge thing for me. You know, fear just creeps in my mind and just goes off on one. Why? Because I've been taught, my conditioning has been to always be fearful, always be mindful, always be careful. Don't do this, don't do that. That was my conditioning. This is what I was brought up to think and to believe. And I started to realize, actually, no. Let me try this. Let me see how this is going to change me. And I took the first step, then the second, then the third, and here we are. All of a sudden, I start to realize that everything I want in my life, I can achieve. And I can achieve from a place of love, from a place of kindness, compassion, and I channel that gut energy and I channel everything that I am and I go for it. And then I get through the challenges and poof, things start to materialize. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened. I can't believe this has happened. And then I go back to the basics. And I keep going over and over and over again. But the number one thing that sticks in my mind is, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Today I'm going to do this video. Yes, I am. Yes, I can. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And the more you keep repeating to yourself, you start to get those goosebumps. You start to get that feeling. You start to believe that you can. And it's not fake it till you make it. Is you put yourself in these places. You go through the challenges. You action everything that you need to action in order to get closer and closer to those dreams, desires, wants, needs. And if they come from the right place, you will start to feel that. If you're doing things to sabotage other people, if you're doing things that are negative, if you don't feel that you can do it, well, that's something that you need to work on. And that's something that needs to change. And I say this to people all the time. We get people coming through our doors and they have that mindset. And now I can see it from a place of compassion, from a place of unconditional love. And I look at them straight in the eyes and I say, yes, you can. How? And I'll show you. And I'll show them every single time. And they come out and they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize that I could go through this. I didn't realize that I could let go of this. I didn't know that I could actually achieve this. I thought it was impossible. Nothing's impossible. It's only impossible if you believe it. We are creators. This is what we're here to do, is to create. We're not here to be told what we can and can't do. We're not here to be manipulated or controlled by anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Yes, we are together. Yes, we couple. Yes, we're in communities. But the thing is we are still individuals, and that's what has been lost. You have lost your individuality, so you don't know who you are anymore because you keep focusing on all of the things that you are not. So if you continue to focus on everything that you are not, you are never going to become who you are meant to be. If you keep focusing on who you are not, you are never going to become everything that you are meant to be. Let that sink in. If you have watched this far and you have made notes, listen to some of the things I've said again. I'll put the pointers in the video description so you can go through them again. But it takes time. There is no reward at the end of this other than your dreams. I am not going to give you a certificate. The work is going to be hard. We've been doing this for years. Years I have been going through this journey. Years and years that one day I'm going to own my own business. One day I'm going to change people's lives. One day I'm going to be doing these videos. One day I'm going to be helping others to see what I see for themselves. You are never going to live my dreams. They are mine. But you have been gifted with phenomenal gifts. And I want you to live them. And I hope that you do. But start by saying yes and stop saying no to yourself. Stop saying no to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you can't do it. Stop telling yourself that you are not good enough. Stop telling yourself that you are not beautiful. Stop telling yourself all of these things that all they do is cause damage. They just cause damage. And if you're feeling low, if you're feeling crap, if this has triggered you, good, because that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to trigger that uncomfortable part inside us to make us angry and realize and look at yourself in the mirror. And if you take accountability and say, yes, that's exactly what I've done. I've done exactly the same. That's what happened with me. I'm talking about me now. I had to look in the mirror because I heard somebody else say the same thing and say, take accountability for yourself and stop blaming everybody else for your failures. I went, wow. And I got angry. And I went, how dare you? And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, how dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to yourself? And I went into love and I went, how can I help you today? And I looked at myself and the answers came. And I started to not even fight with the answers anymore. I just started writing the dreams down. I have books, I have notes of all of the things that we're creating, that I'm creating for myself, my family, for you, for all of the incredible human beings on this planet. Our mission statement, which lives with me every single day, helping to change the world one person at a time. So if there is one of you that took something from this today, I have completed my mission. I love you unconditionally, and I am always here to help and support. Have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be great, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. This is everything that you are, everything. I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.